March 21st, taking this up to have the lithium ion battery replaced and software load today. And let's see if this will start right away. Okay, I'll give it 10 seconds for the display to come up. There we go, now try it. Oh, of course, it starts on the first try. That's one thing, guys, it has always started. It's just a question of which try that it takes, or how many tries. And that is, of course, according to all you lithium battery experts out there, comments, that's normal for a lithium, but it's not normal if you have a Africa Twin or Tiger or Ducati. They start on the first try all the time. Okay, I'm picking my bike up. Some clarification, guys. The service manager here said he just had a technical course yesterday, and BMW says that this, of course it starts up now, that this is not a battery problem. It's not a lithium ion battery problem. It's a software problem. And of course the heated grips comes on, because that was forgetting that too. But the problem is also that BMW does not have the correct software yet. It'll be the end of March or beginning of April, and then he said bring it back and we can give you the new software, and then I shouldn't have this issue with it not starting. Oh, my phone looks pretty dead. Well, I didn't check it this morning. Or plug it in last night. That could be why my phone battery is dying. But interesting. It cold starts this morning. And I will not be getting a new battery for this. So that's interesting. I am surprised. It's nice to know that the battery is not bad, and that it's just a software thing, but interesting. I do not know what to say. You guys can see I'm a little but hey, you know, I'm a little not upset, just concerned that BMW is not making this aware to their dealers. And I get, but let me make another statement. I said that they in the previous video, this dealership has replaced 4 of them in these, and that's incorrect. Well, they've only replaced 1. The sales guy thought that I was counting all the lithium ion batteries, so in the 1000XR, the RR, and the R. No, I just wanted to know what it is in these bikes, and so they've only replaced 1, and that was because it was actually, the battery was drained over the winter. The bike was delivered in January, and the guy had seasonal plates, so he couldn't start it up until March. And he would go into the garage, play with, you know, just turn on the ignition of his new bike and play around with it, and have it on, you know, plugging in his phone to see all this stuff. And every time he would go into his garage and play with it, he would never start it and let it charge back up. And he did not have the correct lithium charger, and so that's also a problem. He tried to recharge it with a lead battery charger. Then he called up the dealership and said, hey, my bike won't start. And then the dealership asked him, okay, what did you do? Blah, blah, blah. And they're like, well, you know, it's a lithium iron battery. It's only made to start the bike and then power the electronics only for a short period of time, not hours and hours and hours. And so that is the story with that, and why they had to replace the one battery. So that is, they've only replaced one battery on 1300 GS's so far this year, and that was the case of that one, and why they had to replace that one. But so they're not replacing my battery, and I didn't get a new software. And I said to the mechanic, so what am I supposed to do? And he's like, the explanation is there's too many amps when you hit the starter for the lithium battery, and then when you flip this back off and then back on, then it will get the right amperage, and it's a software thing. It is not a battery thing. So I'm like, huh? Okay. So the final statement from BMW for this issue is it's a software, and they will take care of that in the next update, and that software is not available yet. So I left my bike there overnight to get fixed, to get a new battery and software, and I got neither. So I'm like, But I took home the 900 GSA and made a video of that. So I guess it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I'm a little dismayed, a little disappointed, not a lot. There are going to be things like this, little hiccups. Is anything actually defective? Well, the software is. Physically, no, nothing's defective physically. So that's interesting. And I'm planning to take this down to the Touratech guys to have them fix all the stuff on it, put all the parts on it. And I said to the head mechanic, I said, can I go on a trip? You know, a day ride down, work on everything, day ride back, attaching all the bags and bars and everything. He's like, yeah, no problem. There's nothing wrong with this battery. But it's a software, and the software allows too many amps to come to, and that's where you hear the and then it immediately cuts it. It's the software that's cutting that amperage. And so he said when the software will have that fixed, that update. So oh well. I'm trying to make logical sense of this. I am trying not to be emotional, trying not to be skeptical, trying not to be all these things, you know, anti BMW this, anti BMW that. No, you know, every bike has their quirks. New bikes, new, because this is all new. This battery is new in this bike. Wow, this is from the ground up. It's not anything near the 1250 GS. And so maybe BMW bit off a little more than they could chew by doing this. I don't know. Everything else about the bike I love. And I asked him about the heated grips, because what happens is, like right now I have the heated grips on 2 and the seat on 1. Tomorrow morning I'll go back out to my garage and turn on the ignition. The heated seat will come on to position number 1, but the heated grips won't come on at all. And he goes, yeah, that's software. The software should fix that too. So there's the answer, guys. It's software. I love my John Deere tractor. Nothing runs like a deer. That used to be the slogan for John Deere back in the day when I was growing up as a kid in the 80s. They would always say, nothing runs like a deer. Yeah, that's funny. John Deere. And that's what this reminds me of, a John Deere tractor. Cut.